Today's assignment is to replace the skin on the bonnet. That's what I'm doing. It means I have to essentially drill out about 100 rivets, and then I can take the old skin off, and I'm going to rework the frame of the bonnet a little to raise it up here so that it is the skin of the bonnet sits at the same level as this, which is a difference of about 3 or 4 mil. So a little bit of careful reworking of the frame should sort that. This is not a job for a battery drill. So
the community very strong.
time to peel off this skin. I'm just going to use the grinder to clean up all these rivets in a little punch to knock. Well, I've remade the frame, built up the front loop, added two more longitudinal pieces there. So the next thing is to come in here with the grinder and clean it all up with the grinder. And then once I've done that, then I'll, I don't know, I probably should slap a coat of paint on it and then let it dry before I try to put the skin on. As you can see, I've decided not to rivet down the off-centre longitudinal because I think it makes a nicer pattern like this. And on this side, I've only managed to use screws at the bottom because I've run out of rivets. I think it looks pretty smart, and of course I've got to trim the front edge. But I won't do that till I've got it fully rolled around. If you look closely there, you should be able to see my cut lines. I've got to cut the notch for the hinges, otherwise I won't be able to roll it around and cut it flush. Before cutting my slots, I've drilled 2 holes so that I have nice ends to finish on. And there's the first slot already cut. I'm just going to do the other one now. Then I'll be ready to fold the aluminium around the frame. Because I didn't want to cut the front of this until I got it folded up, I've cut a little notch in the edge here so that I can get my clamp in the right place to pull the skin around onto the frame. if ever you're going to do anything which requires long lines of rivets, this is an invaluable tool to have. It's actually a dressmaker's rule that's a metre long, and and by using the measure on it and the centre line on it, I've drilled a hole every 2 inches, 50 millimetres for the metricated, and that acts as a spacing jig for the rivets. That's the only way I've ever worked out to actually get them neat. Drawing lines, measuring and centre punching never works as well as this. Having measured the old one, that's the line that I've worked out I need to have. It's about 20 mils out from the frame, which is a bit more than the original, but I'm going to cut it a little bit broader that, because I can always come back from there. But I think that should be pretty close. Well, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, so let's see how well it fits. Alright, looks like we have to come off a bit at the front. Oh, get off this corner here, so it's all clear. Alright. It does need a bit of trimming.